Right peeps, I'm in Harwood Forest. The route I wanted to go in, where I went the last time, was closed, so I've trespassed this time. Not that it stopped us before. There's no authorised vehicles allowed in this forest, so I've ignored that, and I've found a nice little clearing about a mile into the forest. And I've chose it because I'm driving through there and I can hide my car around the corner out of sight, so nobody will be able to see it. And I've got all this firewood here. I was going to look for somewhere else, but when I've got all this firewood, do you know what I mean? Job done right there. So, got all these sticks as well, but I don't think I'll touch them because looks like they're going to get used. But all this just looks like old rubbish. Right. Nice little enclave here, isn't it? So, just look for a flat spot. I think we might have one right here. Right, I think we'll pitch the tent. Just unpack that beast. And then we're going to find a flat spot there. Do all this crap away. Must be a fly tipping spot because there was a sign before coming here saying no fly tipping. Decisions here, like. I think here's the spot. Here's the spot. Right, it's a little bit uneven there. There's a few twigs and little bits and bobs that may be a bit lumpy when I'm sleeping, so I'm going to clean it with this. That's the beauty of coming out in the car and bring a bit heavy gear with us. It's British Army spade, foldable spade to the layman, but to people who know who've used it before, it's called an entrenching tool. It acts as a saw, an axe, a shovel, spade, and you could probably fry an egg on it, but I wouldn't recommend it because of the paint. So I'm just going to use this to, like I say, clear some of the area. And this one won't break on you. I got a similar one from Highlander. Dug it in the soil once and basically bent like a bit of tin foil, but this won't. It's good stuff. So if you know any ex-forces people who can spare you one, I recommend you get one. Otherwise, buy one, but I think the ones you get on Amazon now, that bit there's plastic. So, you know, they're not original. Right, I'm going to stop waffling and do some work. Good for clearing flat spots like. Nice little flat spot for the tent. Sorted. Thanks to that. Snook pack scorpion too. Somewhere a little bit, not too roomy. Done enough for me and the pooch. Right, which way is my dog gonna face? I think I'll face it this way, towards the opening. Flat spot sorted, mate. Yes. It's quite a good spot, this, like. I think I'm lucky because of the, you know, the current situation with the virus, that there isn't anyone working in the forest. But by the time I upload this video, it's like March the 20th or something today. Probably going to be about May by the time I upload this, like, 'cause I haven't got a PC at the minute. So by the time I do upload this, it'll be about another 5 or 6 videos to do, because like I say, it's not like I haven't been camping. But without the facilities you cannot make vids, can you? But I'm working on it, building a PC up bit by bit. Yeah, this is Harwood Forest. I'd say west of a village called Elsden on the A696, past Rayleighs, past Otterburn, Ponteland, that area, you know. Just Google map it, Harwood Forest. But like I say, you're probably willing to take the chance, because you're not really allowed in here, especially not to camp. But I have been in here before though, and I had my tent pitched and a forestry truck just drove straight past us. Sorry, anyway, because I was packing up, so if he'd have told us to do one, I would have gotten away with a camp anyway. But like I said, I didn't get any hassle off him. Like, I don't think you do anyway, because I've been in different forests, I've been up on authorised roads. As long as you're not a complete tail, you know what I mean, they're just going to leave you alone. Because at the end of the day, they just work there, they cannot be asked again chasing you. But like I say, if you look like a tail, they'll just form the coppers or something. That's what I reckon. But if you want to check these places out, just go for it, you know what I mean? Just go for it, do it. Because it's definitely worth the risk, like. One time's tent pitched. I'll just show you where I'm coming from. Gives you an idea what the area looks like a bit. But this is probably why they've said no fly tipping. Although I'm in the middle of nowhere, there's still signs of footwidth to do. There we go. Reminiscent of Galloway Forest Park. Same carry on there, no unauthorised roads. But does it stop us? Does it? As long as I'm not leaving any trace, I mean leaving any rubbish, it's all good. So I drove in from there after driving about a mile into this place, because I couldn't, like I said earlier, I couldn't find, my original entry was locked. So I drove a couple of miles along here. Found this place and just thought, looks like there could be a flat spot in here. Yeah, that's the sign there, look. through here. See all this firewood here? It's obviously rubbish, do you know what I mean? Anybody's going to be using them ladders again, are they? I'll quite happily burn them. So that's a dead end. And I thought, I'll be able to get my car around here, out of sight. I just hope that tomorrow when I come to drive out of this place, that I'm not bogged in. That'll be a laugh, wouldn't it? Okay, there's my sleep system there. Basically, minus 15 sleeping bag. Great in all weathers, but I tend to, it doesn't bring it out in the summer really. Can get a little bit hot. 2 pillows and an invaluable bivvy bag. Keeps the heat in and keeps you dry. He's doing alright, he's just had a bit of corned beef. You alright, mate? Yeah. I might have known there'd only be sparkling water left in the supermarket. Next time you get water, look, see what it is first. As you can see, it's getting dark. Evening chorus is amongst us. Got my softies on, combat trousers underneath. No particular reason for that, just it's all I had clean. T-shirt, North Face jumper, my goose down jacket and this over the top, so it is a bit nippy, and I like chilling outside my tent. As you can see, it's getting dark. Right, dark's upon us now, like. Don't know if you got that shooting star there. Nice little fire going on. Enough firewood to last a couple of hours. Good morning. I haven't got a clue what time it is. Must have went to sleep about 2 or so. Taking pictures of the stars and that. This little fella's up. He's just been in my sleeping bag, like keeping each other warm, I guess. I've had a t-shirt, jumper, softy top, my trousers and my softies out of the top in this sleeping bag, and I've been proper toasty warm. I even took my socks off. I've got my socks on, you know, and they're very warm. I've heard a few forestry trucks go past us, so I don't know if that's going to be a problem in a minute when I get packed up. I could wait until they knock off this afternoon, but I'm not going to do that. I can't be asked to sit about all day. I just want to get back and have a bath and that. There's knee condensation inside the tent. So yeah, pretty good night really. I'll certainly be back here. So yeah, I'm just going to pack up. Shall I have a look outside? Looks like it's a proper sunny day now. Aye, it is. Look at it. Check it out. Aye. Right, this shouldn't take long. Pack this up and get it hot chocolate and then get back like. If anyone's thinking of coming to Harwood Forest for a wild camp, come on a weekend when there's no one working. Try and get back on a Sunday. See, it's Monday for me today, so I wasn't expecting anybody to be working for the virus and that, but these aren't key workers, so I've had this tent 3 years now, and it's just as good as it was when I first got it. Still in excellent condition, it hasn't degraded in any way. Best tent I've ever bought. I love snug packed tents, like you can probably tell. I had a nice day to pack up, like start of spring. Start of many more wild camps. Yeah, I'm going to get out a bit more this year. Love it. that spade I was telling you about yesterday. Turn that. I mean, if you wanted it like that, you can make it into a kind of pick, you know. I'm pleased someone gave me this, like, very lucky. Folds up like that, and then just return this at the top. There you go. If you can get one, get one. Let's get all the crap out of it. I'm not going to pack the tent because the ground sheet's soaking, and I'd only have to unpack it when I get back home to dry out. Little tip, guys, if you know, to the newbies out there, just dry your tent off before you get it in the bag, or else you'll end up with a mouldy tent. Well, some dude that he wild camped, well, he camped out for a year to save money down London, and he got asked how his tent didn't go mouldy because he was out in it every night, you know. He basically packed it up every day and dried it out. There you go.
Are you ready to go home, young'un? Wanna go home? Yeah, we'll go home, eh? Good boy.
There's my brew kit, stove, whisper, pan, cup. And yesterday I was just looking at that in the supermarket, so I went, yeah, cheap bottles of water still there. And I got here, turned it round, sparkling water. So I've been cooking my meals and making me drinks out of this. But surprisingly enough, once it gets cooking, all the sparkle gets like cooked out of it, and I couldn't really taste the difference when I had my drink last night. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do, just drink that and chill for half an hour because I've packed up now, and then head off home and try and avoid the forestry workers. Thanks for watching, guys. Right, I'm gonna have a brew. Everything's here. That's what I saw in the supermarket last night. So when I got it, I was like, yay, 17p bottle of water. And then I got here and seen that. But once you've boiled it up, it doesn't really make a difference, so no biggie really. So I'm just gonna have a brew now. There's all my gear there. Have a whisper. Lovely them, like £2 for the jar. That's what I saw last night. Chase Spring, thinking I was getting normal water. But surprisingly enough, once it's boiled, it doesn't really make a difference. Helps if you shake this, give them a shake as well to get all the fizz out. That helps. Right, where's my lighter? Help add that, wouldn't it? It's in my pocket. Yeah, I've been up here a few times now. You've just got to come on a weekend, really, like when there's no one working. And if you fall into weekdays like I've just done, you probably have to wait till tea time, but I'm not going to do that. If I get pulled, I'm just going to say to them, well look, I'm hardly nicking timber out of a micro hammer. I think that's the only reason you're not allowed on for, obviously, because there's a lot of timber that people could steal, you know. You'd have to be pretty brazen though to try, because you'd have to come on with a truck and that. Lovely day it is. There's not one cloud in the sky, and I can actually feel the heat of the sun. I look forward to the warmer times, just not the midges that come with it. That's when I'll have to get my insect repellent back out. With this crisis, right, I went to buy well, not with the crisis, I just went to buy an army ration pack, and with the crisis, this crisis going on at the minute, they've all been bought out, and what these people are doing, they're selling them on eBay for like £15–20. Vile people who do that in these times. If you're going to be selfish, like, just FUs, you know what I mean? You should be helping people, not waking in on their misery. But it's times like this when people's characters come out, you know. If you're selfish, it's going to show. If I can give any advice to anybody, it would be to self-isolate and not spoil it for the people that actually are, if you're living with them, you know what I mean? Because it isn't fair on them, and it's just pure selfish life. So all you people out there, think about your loved ones, you know. If they're isolating and you live with them, isolate with them, you know. And if you know anybody that's fit and able that can do your errands for you, get that done, you know. If there's any old people in your street that don't have anybody, give them a knock on the door and ask them if they want any shopping doing, you know, just things like that. It's just something I've noticed, you know, with people over the last week or two, with the panic buying and all that carry on. Just ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, enough of that. I come here to get away from all that crap. I'm going to enjoy this tea and just chill like.